Hello everyone. Good morning. Whether my voice is audible to everyone and can you see my presentation? Okay. So in the last lecture, yesterday's lecture, we have discussed the inventory cost relation. Okay, inventory cost relationship, and we come to know that how to find out the economical order quantity. Okay, uh, the most important two factor which will affect on the annual total cost related to inventory is nothing but the annual ordering cost and the annual inventory carrying cost. Okay, so these two costs are important or the major cost we have to consider for the inventory carrying cost. Okay, for the annual total inventory carrying cost. Okay, so we have discussed that this particular annual ordering cost is very high if your order quantity is low. Okay, and as you goes on increasing the order quantity, this cost goes on decreasing. Whereas the inventory cost, if your the order quantity is less, in that case the inventory carrying cost is less. Okay, and as you goes on increasing the order quantity, okay, number of product in one order, if you are goes on increasing this order quantity, then the annual inventory carrying cost also goes on increasing. Okay, so these two factors are affecting on the annual total cost associated with the inventory. Okay, and by considering the annual total cost, we will get this particular graph, and the lowest cost associated with this graph, which is related to the intersection point of the annual inventory cost and the annual ordering cost. Okay, so the cost associated with this particular point is the economical order quantity. Is the economical order quantity. Okay, is the economical order quantity. Then we have discussed the different kinds of inventory models. Okay, basically inventory models are separated in two categories: deterministic model and the probabilistic model. So deterministic models are depend on a certain assumptions. Okay, and all the uncertainties in a future will can be solved by this particular assumptions only. This is the we can say that this is the methodology of the deterministic model, where the probabilistic model is always changing, which is also called as a spectrum model. Okay, so in this particular probabilistic model, demand is never constant, and the different kinds of variables are always add up in the model, and the effect of that particular variables are considered. Okay, so in deterministic model, we can say that there will not be any seasonality, the variation of demand according to season, according to the trend of the product in the market. Whereas this all the seasonality of that particular product or the trends of a market, these are the uncertainties which are associated with the product or the market situation that can be accommodated in the probabilistic model. So most of the time, the businessmen or the business owners are preferring the probabilistic model. Okay, the most of the time, the probabilistic model is more preferred than the deterministic model. Okay, So both these particular models, deterministic and probabilistic models, are further classified as a fixed quantity system and the fixed period system. Whereas in a fixed quantity system, the quantity per order is a constant one, okay, and the cycle time or the period between two orders can be vary, okay, can be vary in a fixed quantity system. Whereas a fixed period system, the period between two orders, okay, the time period between two order is a constant one, whereas the quantity of order can be varied. The quantity of an order can be varied. Okay, so this hierarchy, or we can say that the tree diagram of inventory model, we have discussed in the last lecture also. So determine we have discussed this deterministic model and the probabilistic model. What is meant by deterministic model and what is meant by probabilistic model. Then we reach up to the model number one. It is related to the economic order quantity, which is also called as a basic inventory model. Okay, so economic order quantity, in a short form, it is also called as a EOQ model. Okay, EOQ model. So in this particular model, the this model is considered as an instantaneous stock replacement model. Okay, so our ultimate goal in any inventory model, the ultimate goal of that particular inventory model is to find out the economical order quantity or economical batch quantity. Okay, depends on if raw material is there, then economical order quantity. If finished goods will be there, the inventory of a finished goods will be there, then in economical batch quantity. So uh, this is the ultimate goal, and we have to go for to find out or to apply this model, certain assumption will required to consider. Okay, so for that purpose we have considered the following assumption. We can see here the demand is deterministic, okay, and constant, and it is known. Okay, demand will not be vary and it is deterministic. Okay, so there will not be any further changes in the demand according to season, according to the trend. Okay, it is constant one. Then the stock replacement is instantaneous, that is there is no any lead time. Lead time is what, the time interval between the purchase order and the material receipt. Okay, when we receive the material, so time interval will is zero in this two particular activity. That is nothing but lead time is zero in this two particular activities. Then price of material is a fixed one. Okay, so whatever the material you are going to purchase, that price is a constant one, and there will not be any discounting in a future on that particular material. So quantity discounts are not allowed. Okay, quantity discounts are not allowed. And the fourth one is ordering cost does not vary with order quantity. Okay, so the ordering cost, we have discussed that this ordering cost, that is nothing but administrative cost, then inspection cost, then accounting cost, transportation cost. This cost is constant for all the orders, and it will not vary according to the order quantity. So these are the assumptions, or these are the foundation for this particular model. Okay, then you can see here the basic diagram related to this particular model. Okay, so here this lowest dotted line shows that the minimum inventory level, and whereas the highest or the topmost dotted line shows the highest inventory level or the maximum inventory quantity. Okay, so on x-axis there is a time period, and on y-axis there is a quantity. Okay, so according to the time period, the consumption rate goes on changing. Okay, the consumption rate goes on changing. Okay, according to that, the stocked material or the inventory level also goes on changing. Okay, but the average inventory level, okay, the average inventory quantity, we have to find out in future the average inventory quantity. This quantity is depends on the maximum inventory level and the minimum inventory level. Okay, or the maximum inventory investment and minimum inventory investment. Okay, so this is the basic inventory model, and I hope you have noted all the points related to this particular slide. Okay, in the last lecture only. So further, we have discussed, we have started the discussion, but anyhow, due to the time constraint, we stop that particular discussion. Once again, I want to repeat this because this is the important point. If you understood this, you will understood the further models also. Okay, so let the specific symbols are given for specific we can say that terminologies. Okay, and that are the important terminologies which will be included in this particular EOQ model, and it is also useful for the further models also. Okay, so first is D be the annual demand. Okay, so annual demand, what is the annual demand? एका वर्षात किती क्वांटिटी गरजेची आहे किंवा किती मटेरियल गरजेचं आहे, that is nothing but what, the annual demand. So this D can be expressed as a units per year. Okay, D is the annual demand and it is expressed as a units per year. Okay, so C naught, next is a C naught, that is the ordering cost. Okay, which will be inclusive of administrative cost, per then accounting cost, then inspection cost, then traveling cost. So this ordering cost, the symbol is C suffix O, that is C naught. Okay, C suffix 0, that is C naught. Then the next one is C suffix H is equal to inventory carrying cost. Okay, so this inventory carrying cost is expressed in a rupees per unit time. Okay, inventory carrying cost per unit material per unit time it is expressed. Okay, so C suffix H is for the inventory carrying cost. Then C suffix P, okay, the price per unit. Okay, C suffix P is the price per unit. Okay, so price of individual component, that is nothing but price per unit. Okay, then Q is the order quantity. Okay, if you are considering Q is the order quantity, per order how much quantity will be included, that nothing but a Q. Okay, Q is equal to order quantity. Then Q dash or Q star is equal to economic order quantity. Okay, that we need to find out, economic order quantity. Q dash is the economic order quantity. Then N is equal to number of order placed per annum. Okay, एका वर्षामध्ये किती ऑर्डर प्लेस केल्या जातील. Okay, so that is nothing but capital N. Okay, number of order placed per annum. Okay, then T suffix C is the total cost per annum. Okay, total cost per annum. Okay, so total cost is nothing but the addition of ordering cost and total ordering cost and the total inventory carrying cost. Okay, so total cost per annum is the addition of total ordering cost and total inventory carrying cost. Okay, total inventory carrying cost. Okay, so now first we have to determine the annual ordering cost. Okay, first we have to determine the annual ordering cost. So म्हणजे एका वर्षात ऑर्डर प्लेस करण्यासाठी किती कॉस्ट किंवा किती पैसे खर्च केलेले आहेत. सो दॅट इज नथिंग बट व्हॉट, द अॅन्युअल ऑर्डरिंग कॉस्ट. सो number of order, it will be the product of number of orders and ordering cost per order. Okay, किती ऑर्डर तुम्ही प्लेस केल्या मल्टिप्लाय बाय एका ऑर्डरची किती, एका ऑर्डरची ऑर्डरिंग कॉस्ट किती आहे. सो ह्या दोघांचं प्रोडक्ट म्हणजे किती तुमचं काय असणार आहे, अॅन्युअल ऑर्डरिंग कॉस्ट असणार आहे. ओके, आता नंबर ऑफ ऑर्डर्स, सो कशावरती डिपेंड असणार आहेत, नंबर ऑफ ऑर्डर्स कशावरती डिपेंड असणार आहेत तुमचे, तर अॅन्युअल डिमांड आणि ऑर्डर क्वांटिटीवरती नंबर ऑफ ऑर्डर्स डिपेंड असणार आहेत. समजा 1 लाख कंपोनंट तुम्हाला 1 लाखाची डिमांड आहे वर्षभरात आणि तुमची ऑर्डरिंग कॉस्ट ऑर्डरिंग क्वांटिटी किती असणार आहे तुमची, समजून घ्या 10,000 ऑर्डरिंग क्वांटिटी तुम्ही डिसाइड केलेली आहे. ओके, पर ऑर्डर तुम्ही 10,000 कंपोनंट रिसिव्ह करणार आहे किंवा 10,000 मटेरियल तुम्ही एका ऑर्डर मध्ये रिसिव्ह करणार आहे, तर तुमचे नंबर ऑफ ऑर्डर्स किती होणार आहेत. ऑब्विसली 1 lakh divided by 10,000. Okay, so 1 lakh is the annual demand and ordering quantity is the 10,000. Okay, so that it will becomes the 10 number of orders. Okay, 10 number of orders. Getting everyone? So annual demand divided by order quantity will be equal to number of orders. Will be equal to number of orders, and as earlier we have discussed, multiply by ordering cost per order. Okay, ordering cost per order, that will be the annual ordering cost. Okay, now here we have initially given the symbol for the annual demand as capital D. Okay, so here capital D, and divided by ordering quantity. Ordering quantity symbol is capital Q. Okay, ordering quantity symbol is capital Q. So annual demand divided by order quantity will be equal to D divided by Q. Okay, and multiply by ordering cost per order. So ordering cost per order, we have given the symbol as a C naught. Okay, so the annual ordering cost will be equal to D divided by Q multiplied by C naught. Okay, D divided by Q multiplied by C naught. Okay, so this is the one factor which we have to consider for the total cost per annum. Okay, and the second factor to be include in this particular total cost per annum, that is nothing but annual inventory carrying cost. Okay, annual inventory carrying cost. So this annual inventory carrying cost formula we have already discussed in the cost inventory relationship. That is nothing but an average inventory investment multiply by inventory carrying cost. Okay, multiply by inventory carrying cost. Okay, now average, how to find out the average inventory investment or average inventory quantity? So that is nothing but maximum inventory minus minimum inventory divided by 2. Okay, maximum inventory minus minimum inventory divided by 2, that is nothing but average inventory investment. That is nothing but average inventory investment, and multiply by inventory carrying cost. Multiply by inventory carrying cost. Now when most of the time, or when we are going to start the filling of the inventory. Okay, when we are going to start, when it will become a minimum one. Okay, ज्यावेळेस मिनिमम इन्व्हेंटरी लेवल असेल त्यावेळेस आपण नेक्स्ट ऑर्डर देतो, राईट ना. तर तुमची ऑर्डर क्वांटिटी काय असणार आहे? ऑर्डर क्वांटिटी काय असणार आहे तुमची? तर ह्या दोघातला डिफरन्स असणार आहे. ओके, मॅक्झिमम इन्व्हेंटरी मायनस मिनिमम इन्व्हेंटरी म्हणजे काय असणार आहे? तुमचं ऑर्डर क्वांटिटी असणार आहे. ज्यावेळेस तुमची इन्व्हेंटरी लेवल मिनिममला जाईल त्यावेळेस तुम्ही काय करणार आहे? ती इन्व्हेंटरी फुल भरायला बघणार आहे. ओके, मग तुम्ही ऑर्डर कितीची देणार आहे? जो काही डिफरन्स असेल मॅक्झिमम इन्व्हेंटरी आणि मिनिमम इन्व्हेंटरी मधला जो काही डिफरन्स असेल ती तुमची काय असणार आहे? ऑर्डर क्वांटिटी असणार आहे. ती तुमची काय असणार आहे? ऑर्डर क्वांटिटी असणार आहे. सो दॅट मॅक्झिमम इन्व्हेंटरी मायनस मिनिमम इन्व्हेंटरी इज इक्वल टू order quantity, is equal to order quantity. That is nothing but capital Q. Okay, we have given the symbol for order quantity as capital Q. Okay, so maximum inventory minus minimum inventory divided by 2, it will be equal to Q divided by 2. And inventory carrying cost is expressed in a rupees per unit time period. So that is nothing but a C suffix H. C suffix H. So annual inventory carrying cost will be equal to Q multiplied by C suffix H divided by 2. Divided by 2. Getting everyone? Getting everyone? समजतंय सगळ्यांना? अॅन्युअल ऑर्डरिंग कॉस्ट कशी फाइंड आउट केलेली आहे किंवा त्याचं इक्वेशन कसं फाइंड आउट केलेलं आहे, आणि अॅन्युअल इन्व्हेंटरी कॅरिंग कॉस्ट, अॅन्युअल ऑर्डरिंग कॉस्ट आणि अॅन्युअल इन्व्हेंटरी कॅरिंग कॉस्टची इक्वेशन कशी फाइंड आउट केलेले आहेत हे समजतील का सगळ्यांना? Getting or not, everyone? Please mention in the chat box. Is there any problem, any question? Shall I move ahead to the next point? It is more important you should understood these particular points, because if you understood this, then only we can move ahead to the next point, or we can say that it will be easy to understand you the further models or this particular model in a further scenario. Okay, so whether my voice is audible to everyone? Okay. Shall I move ahead to the next point? Okay. So next we have to find out the annual total cost or total cost per annum. Okay. So annual total cost, we have given the symbol for the annual total cost or total cost per annum. That is nothing but T suffix C, capital T suffix C. Okay. So we have to find out this annual total cost. So annual total cost is the addition of annual ordering cost plus annual inventory cost. Okay. Annual total cost is the addition of annual ordering cost plus annual inventory cost. Okay. So we have to add up these two particular equation over here. Okay, these two particular equation. First part of equation is nothing but annual ordering cost, that is equal to D multiplied by C naught divided by Q. D multiplied by C naught divided by Q. And the second part of this particular equation is nothing but annual inventory carrying cost, and it is equal to Q multiplied by C suffix H divided by 2. So plus Q multiplied by C suffix H divided by 2. Now further we have to find out the minimum or the economical order quantity. Okay, so for that purpose we have to differentiate this annual total cost with respect to uh, order quantity. We have to differentiate this particular annual total cost with respect to order quantity. Okay, order quantity, and we have to equate this particular equation, differential equation, equal to 0. Okay, we have to equate this particular differential equation equal to 0. Okay, so to determine the economical order quantity, that is nothing but EOQ, differentiate annual total cost, that is equation number 3, with respect to Q, and set the first derivative equal to 0. Set the first derivative equal to 0. Okay, so dt suffix C divided by dq, that is differentiation of annual total cost with respect to Q, will be equal to. Okay, so differentiation of first term. What will be the differentiation of first term? Okay, so in a simple manner we have to take this denominator Q into numerator side. It will be Q raised to minus 1. Okay, so dc naught is a constant. Okay, the capital D multiplied by C suffix naught is the constant, so only variable is Q raised to minus 1. Okay, so Q raised to minus 1 differentiation will be minus 1 multiplied by Q raised to minus 2. Okay, minus 1 multiplied by Q raised to minus 2. Okay, so we'll get dc naught divided by minus dc naught divided by Q square. Okay, the differentiation of first term. Okay, differentiation of first term, so minus D multiplied by C naught divided by Q square. And in this second term, okay, Q multiplied by CH divided by 2, C suffix H divided by 2 is the constant one, and only variable is Q. Okay, because we are differentiating the equation with respect to Q, so only variable or the differentiation term is Q. So differentiation of Q with respect to Q is 1. Okay, so differentiation of X with respect to dx or X, we can say that it is equal to 1. In the same manner, differentiation of Q with respect to Q is 1. Okay, so we'll get the term after differentiation as ch divided by 2, c suffix h divided by 2. Okay, so our after differentiation we will get the equation as differentiation of annual total cost, that is dt suffix c with respect to Q, that is divided by dq, equal to minus D multiplied by C naught whole divided by Q square plus C suffix H divided by 2 equal to 0. Equal to 0. Getting everyone? समजतंय सगळ्यांना? समजतंय सगळ्यांना? Now next what you have to do, you have to normalize this equation, and you have to transfer or you have to convert this equation in the form of a Q. Okay, in the form of a Q. You have to convert this equation in the form of a Q. Okay, so please note down this particular derivation, important derivation. It will be easy to understand the annual cost, annual total cost, annual ordering cost, annual inventory carrying cost, and these formulas are important to solve the problems on this particular topic. You can use the zoom feature of this particular app, or you can rotate the screen and you can use the zoom feature. When you finish with this, please put up your comment in the chat box so that we will move ahead to the next point. Over, shall I move ahead to the next point? Have you noted all the points, or you required more time to note down? Okay, now here afterward, what you have to do? You have to consider this equation minus d multiplied by c naught divided by q square plus ch divided by 2 equal to 0.
And next tip is nothing but you have to convert this equation in the form of a Q. So if you shift this particular term on this side, it will be minus ch divided by 2. Okay, minus ch divided by 2. Then minus minus sign will be cancelled. Okay, so both the side minus sign will be cancelled. Then dc naught divided by q square is equal to ch divided by 2, ch divided by 2, and shift this q square on this side. So it will be d multiplied by c naught is equal to q square multiplied by ch divided by 2. Okay, and then convert this equation in the form of a q. Then q square is equal to uh, 2d multiplied by c naught divided by ch. 2d multiplied by c naught divided by ch. That will be equal to that is nothing but q square. Okay, so after differentiation, this particular term q square will be converted into a q star square. Okay, so q star is nothing but economic order quantity. Okay, after differentiation, the order quantity will be converted into economic order quantity. Okay, it will be converted into a economic order quantity, or we will get the economic order quantity after differentiation. Okay, so the equation will become q star is equal to under root of 2 multiplied by capital D multiplied by capital C naught whole divided by C suffix H, whole divided by C suffix H. Okay, whereas this particular Q star is economic order quantity, whereas this particular Q star is economic order quantity. Getting everyone? समजतंय सगळ्यांना? समजतंय सगळ्यांना? काही प्रॉब्लेम असेल तर विचारू शकता, काही डाऊट असतील तर विचारू शकता. Please mention in the chat box whether you are getting or not. Okay, so please note down this formula. This is also important formula. Q star is equal to, that is economic order quantity, is equal to under root of 2 multiplied by capital D. D is nothing but annual demand. Then C naught is nothing but ordering cost. Okay, and CH is nothing but CH is inventory carrying cost. CH is inventory carrying cost. Okay, under root of 2 multiplied by capital D multiplied by C naught divided by CH. So this particular, all the quantities are in square root. Okay, all the quantities are in square root. So Q star is economic order quantity. Now if here, if the inventory carrying cost is expressed as a percentage of annual average inventory investment. Okay, so जर ही इन्व्हेंटरी कॅरिंग कॉस्ट जर पर्सेंटेज मध्ये दिली असेल, ओके, इन्व्हेंटरी कॅरिंग कॉस्ट पर्सेंटेज मध्ये दिली असेल, कुणाच्या प्राइस, त्या प्रोडक्टची जी प्राइस आहे त्याच्या पर्सेंटेज मध्ये दिली असेल. ओके, in that case the formula will be changed, or we have to use the another formula instead of ch. Okay, that is inventory carrying cost, we have to consider the cp multiplied by I. Okay, whereas the cp is nothing but price per unit. Okay, cp is nothing but c suffix p is nothing but price per unit multiplied by I is nothing but what? Percentage of that particular uh, uh, the cost of the product, cp multiplied by I. So where it is expressed as a percentage of annual inventory investment. Okay, percentage of annual inventory investment. Okay, now once we will get the economic order quantity. Okay, economic order quantity, एकदा आपल्याला इकॉनॉमिक ऑर्डर क्वांटिटी मिळालं तर आपल्याला ऑप्टिमम नंबर ऑफ ऑर्डर प्लेस्ड पर एनम हे ही क्वांटिटी आपल्याला मिळू शकेल. ओके, इकॉनॉमिक ऑर्डर क्वांटिटी क्यू स्टार आहे आपली. ओके, सो देन ऑप्टिमम नंबर ऑफ ऑर्डर प्लेस्ड पर एनम. ओके, अकॉर्डिंग टू द इकॉनॉमिक ऑर्डर क्वांटिटी ऑप्टिमम नंबर ऑफ ऑर्डर किती प्लेस केलेले आहे. ओके, सो दॅट विल बी एक्सप्रेस्ड ॲज अ एन स्टार. whereas n is number of order placed per annum and n star is the optimum number of order placed per annum. So that will be equal to annual demand whole divided by economic order quantity. N star is equal to annual demand divided by economic order quantity, which will be equal to B divided by capital Q raised to star. Okay, capital Q raised to star. Okay, D is the annual demand and Q star is nothing but the economic order quantity. Q star is nothing but the economic order quantity. Then it will be easy to find out the optimal time interval between two orders. Okay, दोन order मधला time period काय असेल. Okay, so it will be easy to find out by using this particular quantity n star. Okay, optimal number of uh, orders. Okay, so T star is the optimum time interval between two orders. So T star is equal to number of working days in a year. So say uh, out of 365 days, company is running for near about 320 days. Okay, if you say that, then number of working days in a year will be equal to 320 divided by optimum number of orders, that is n raised to start or n star. Okay, so optimal time interval equal to number of working days in a year whole divided by n star. Okay, whole divided by n star. Now we have to find out the minimum total yearly inventory cost. Okay, next is minimum total yearly inventory cost. Okay, वर्षभरातली अ, कमीत कमी इन्व्हेंटरी कॅरिंग कॉस्ट किती असेल. ओके, टी सफिक्स सी इज द टोटल इन्व्हेंटरी कॅरिंग कॉस्ट. ओके, or total cost per annum for the inventory, and T suffix CM. Okay, T suffix CM will be the annual minimum total annual inventory cost. Okay, so here we have to from this equation instead of Q. Okay, instead of annual total cost इक्वेशन आपण लिहिलेलं आहे. सो त्या इक्वेशन मध्ये Q च्या बदली फक्त Q स्टॉर ठेवायचा आहे. ओके ओके, so replace Q by Q star. Okay, in this particular equation number 3, replace Q by Q star. Okay, so here some uh, uh, Q not आलेला आहे. So instead of that write down Q star. Okay, instead of that write down Q star. So to find out minimum total yearly inventory cost, that is T suffix CM, we have to replace Q by Q star. Okay, so T suffix CM is equal to DC naught divided by Q star plus Q star multiplied by C suffix H divided by 2. Okay, divided by 2. Now replace these Q stars with this formula. Okay, so economic order quantities of formula आपण find out केलेला आहे. So replace that particular uh, Q star term by using this particular formula. Okay, so substitute for Q star from equation number 4. So ह्या equation number 4 मधली जी Q star चं equation आहे त्या बदली त्याचा फॉर्म्युला टाकायचा आहे. ओके, so substitute for Q star from equation number 4. So T suffix CM will be equal to DC naught divided by whole divided by in square root 2 multiplied by D multiplied by C naught whole divided by CH. Okay, इथं ओके इथं प्लस साइन असली पाहिजे. इथं प्लस साइन असली पाहिजे. प्लस into square root bracket 2 multiplied by D multiplied by C naught divided by CH in square root bracket and multiply by CH divided by 2. Okay, multiply by CH divided by 2. Okay, so finally the minimum total inventory investment will get TCM T suffix CM equal to in a square root bracket 2 multiplied by D multiplied by C naught multiplied by CH. 2 multiplied by D multiplied by C naught multiplied by CH in square root in square root, we will get 2 multiplied by d multiplied by c naught multiplied by ch. Getting everyone समजतंय सगळ्यांना? Whether you understood or not, please mention in the comment box. So D is nothing but annual demand, C naught is nothing but ordering cost, and CH is nothing but inventory carrying cost. Okay. Demand annually आहे, unit per year असतं. ऑर्डरिंग कॉस्ट रुपीज पर ऑर्डर मध्ये असते आणि इन्व्हेंटरी कॅरिंग कॉस्ट दॅट इज CH रुपीज पर युनिट टाइम कन्सिडर करायचे आहे. ओके. सो TCM इज इक्वल टू इन अ स्क्वेअर रूट ब्रॅकेट 2 multiply by D multiply by C naught multiply by C suffix H. If you have any question, any doubt, please mention in the comment box and note down the points related to this particular slide. Shall we move ahead to the next point? This much terminologies you need to determine in one of the model. Okay. एक मॉडेल यूज करताना तुम्हाला ह्या सगळ्या टर्मिनॉलॉजीज फाइंड आउट कराव्या लागतात. First we have find out the annual ordering cost. Okay. Then next we have find out annual inventory carrying cost. Next we have find out the annual total cost. Then we have differentiate that annual total cost and we have determine the economic order quantity. Okay. Then on the basis of economic order quantity, we have determined the optimal number of orders. Then on that basis, optimal number of orders, we have determined the optimal time interval between the two orders. Okay. Then we have to determine the minimum total yearly inventory carrying cost. Okay. For that purpose, we have to replace the order quantity by economical order quantity in annual total cost equation, and we have substituted Q by Q star, and we have substituted the equation of Q star in that particular equation, and finally we will get the minimum total yearly inventory carrying cost. Okay, that is nothing but capital T suffix CM is equal to under root of 2 multiplied by D multiplied by C naught multiplied by CH. Shall we move ahead to the next point? Please comment in the chat box whether you have finished. Have you noted all the points? Getting everyone? Please reply.
Okay. Okay. So we will move ahead now to the next model. Okay. Now it is a similar kind of a model for we have just seen for, as we have discussed the basic model of economic order quantity. On that basis only the second model we have to discuss. But in the initial case, or in the basic model, we have considered that the stock is instantaneously replenished, or instantaneous stock replacement we have considered. Okay, but in this particular model, okay, economic order quantity, when stock replenishment is not in non instantaneous, म्हणजे काय, लगेच स्टॉक सगळा भरला जात नाहीये, थोड्या थोड्या टाइम इंटरवल नंतर तो स्टॉक फिलअप केला जातो, किंवा मॅक्झिमम इन्व्हेंटरी लेवल अचीव केली जाते. सो this is the condition during the production for the uh, uh, if the company producing the good on a continuous basis. Okay, so this is the condition when the company producing the goods on a continuous basis. Okay, so for this particular model we have to consider that the consumption is continuous one. Okay, over the time period the consumption is continuous one. Okay, and during some time interval the stock is built up. Okay, in the industry, and it will achieve the highest level of stock or highest level of uh, inventory during the some time period. Okay, during this particular time period. Okay, and uh, then afterward it will stop to fill up the inventory, and only consumption will be continuous one. Okay, only consumption will be continuous one. So this is the model which will be used for the production purpose. Okay, production साठी हे model best suitable आहे. So it is called as a production model. Okay, production साठी हे model suitable असल्यामुळे ह्याला production model पण म्हणलं जातं. Okay, so this model is applicable when inventory continuously builds up over a period of a time आफ्टर प्लेसिंग अन ऑर्डर. ओके, ऑर्डर प्लेस केल्यानंतर थोड्या दिवसासाठी, ओके, किंवा थोड्या टाइम पिरियडसाठी इन्व्हेंटरी बिल्डअप केली जाते. ओके, सो एकाच दिवसात इन्स्टंटेनियस सगळं मटेरियल रिसीव्ह होत नाही, थोडा टाइम पिरियड जातो, 15 दिवस, 20 दिवस, 10 दिवस, थोडा टाइम पिरियड लागतो, आणि त्या टाइम पिरियड मध्ये इन्व्हेंटरी बिल्डअप केली जाते. ओके, समजा आज एक ट्रक अनलोड झाला, उद्या एक ट्रक अनलोड झाला, परवा एक ट्रक अनलोड झाला, तिसऱ्या चौथ्या दिवशी एक ट्रक अनलोड झाला, पाचव्या दिवशी एक ट्रक अनलोड झाला. ओके, तर तुम्हाला इन्स्टंटेनियस सगळी इन्व्हेंटरी मिळत नाही. ओके, इन्व्हेंटरी बिल्टअप करण्यासाठी तुम्हाला थोडाफार टाइम पिरियड लागतोय. ओके, सो दॅट इज नथिंग बट व्हॉट, नॉन इन्स्टंटेनियस रिप्लेसमेंट. ओके, पुनर्भरण जे होतंय ते इन्स्टंटेनियस होत नाही, त्याला थोडा काळ जातो. ओके, सो दॅट इज नथिंग बट when stock is replenished in or for the stock replenishment we required some time period. Okay, so this model is applicable when inventory continuously built up over a period of time after placing an order, or when the units are manufactured, are used or sold at a constant rate. Okay, because this model is because of this model is specially suitable for the manufacturing environment where there is a simultaneous production and consumption. It is called production model. It is called production model. म्हणजे काय, इन्व्हेंटरी कंटिन्युअस फिलअप होते थोड्या टाइम पिरियड साठी, आणि त्या इन्व्हेंटरीचं कन्झम्पशन पण होतंय, किंवा प्रोडक्शन कंटिन्युअस बेसिस वरती चालू आहे, आणि जो तुमचा जे तुमचे स्टॉक्ड प्रोडक्ट आहेत, ओके, आफ्टर फॉर द सेल or after production, whatever the finished goods are there in the inventory, that sell out on a continuous basis. Okay, that particular finished goods are sell out on a continuous basis. Okay, so now here we can say that
the stock level quantity on y-axis. The stock level quantity is provided, and over the x-axis the time period is provided. Okay, over the x-axis the time period is provided. Okay, and the consumption or the production is a continuous one. Okay, consumption or production is continuous one during the time period t. Okay, cycle time period t. Okay, so now here we are considering that the order is placed and inventory start built up. Okay, so हळूहळू इन्व्हेंटरी बिल्टअप होत चाललेली आहे आणि कन्झम्पशन पण चालू आहे. कंटिन्युअस बेसिसवरती त्या इन्व्हेंटरीचं कन्झम्पशन पण चालू आहे. सो एक असा टाइम पिरियड येईल की जिथं इन्व्हेंटरी फुल फिलअप होईल. ओके, but at this particular time, okay, so that time period we have to consider as a t suffix p. Okay, here you can see that the time period required to fill the inventory with the maximum inventory level, that time period is nothing but t suffix p. Okay, so that time period ला आपण काय म्हणणार आहे, t suffix p. Okay, so हा जो हायेस्ट लिमिट आपण अचीव्ह केलेला आहे, मॅक्झिमम इन्व्हेंटरी लेवल अचीव्ह केलेलं आहे, त्यानंतर इन्व्हेंटरी फिलअप करायचं स्टॉप केलेलं आहे. ओके, सो देन ओनली द कन्झम्पशन इज गोइंग ऑन. ओके, एक हायेस्ट लेवल गाठल्यानंतर इन्व्हेंटरीची मॅक्झिमम लेवल गाठल्यानंतर इन्व्हेंटरी फिलअप करायचं किंवा रिप्लेनिशमेंट करायचं काम बंद केलेलं आहे, पण कन्झम्पशन त्या इन्व्हेंटरीचं कंटिन्युअस बेसिसवरती चालू आहे. त्यामुळं तुमचा जो स्टॉक आहे तो कमी कमी होत चाललेला आहे. ओके, तुमचा जो स्टॉक आहे तो कमी कमी होत चाललेला आहे. And when it reduced to the minimum level, once again the order will be placed and the inventory replenishment action will start. Okay, and once again that stock will be start building. Okay, and once it will achieve, we will stop the filling of the inventory and only the consumption will run during that time period. Okay, during the further time period. Okay, getting this particular figure, समजतंय सगळ्यांना काय आहे प्रोडक्शन मॉडेल? सिच्युएशन अशी आहे की आपल्याला सगळा स्टॉक एकत्र मिळत नाहीये. ओके, त्याला थोडाफार टाइम पिरियड लागतोय. ओके, समजा 1,00,000 कॉम्पोनंट आपण ऑर्डर केलेले आहेत, पण ते ऑर्डर केलेले आहेत बेंगलोरवरून. ओके, ते ऑर्डर केलेले आहेत बेंगलोरवरून. तर समजा एक 5 ट्रक भरून येणार आहेत 1,00,000 कॉम्पोनंटच्या. तर सगळ्या 5 ट्रक एकाच दिवशी येणं शक्य नाही. समजा त्या कंपनीला पाठवणं शक्य नाही, तर कंपनी काय करणार आहे, पहिल्यांदा 1 ट्रक पाठवली. ओके, नंतर दुसरी ट्रक पाठवली, नंतर तिसरी ट्रक पाठवली मटेरियल फिलअप करून. ओके, तर आपल्याला पूर्ण मटेरियल मिळण्यासाठी एक थोडाफार टाइम पिरियड लागणार आहे. ओके, पण ह्या टाइम पिरियड मध्ये ते जे मटेरियल आहे त्याचं कन्झम्पशन कंटिन्युअस चालूच आहे. ओके, कन्झम्पशन कंटिन्युअस चालूच आहे. सो एका टाइम पिरियड नंतर आपल्याला हायेस्ट इन्व्हेंटरी लेवल अचीव्ह होणार आहे आणि त्यानंतर आपण जे ऑर्डर केली होती ती संपणार आहे. ओके, म्हणजे जी ऑर्डर मागवली होती ती फुल ऑर्डर आपल्याला रिसिव्ह होणार आहे. ओके, मॅक्झिमम इन्व्हेंटरी लेवल मिळाल्यानंतर. ओके, आणि त्यानंतर आपण जी ऑर्डर केली होती ती थांबणार आहे तिथं इन्व्हेंटरी लेवल फुल झाल्यानंतर, आणि त्यानंतर फक्त कन्झम्पशन चालू होणार आहे. ओके, कन्झम्पशन कंटिन्युअस प्रोसेस आहे, प्रोडक्शन कंटिन्युअस प्रोसेस आहे, त्यामुळे कन्झम्पशन कंटिन्युअस राहणार आहे. ओके, इथं पण कन्झम्पशन चालू आहे, ह्या टाइम पिरियड मध्ये पण कन्झम्पशन चालू आहे, आणि स्टॉक फिलअप झाल्यानंतर पुढे पण कन्झम्पशन चालू आहे. कन्झम्पशन चालू आहे म्हणून तर तुमची स्टॉक लेवल कमी कमी होत चाललेली आहे. ओके, आणि ज्यावेळेस तुमची स्टॉक लेवल मिनिमम असेल त्यावेळेस तुम्ही परत एकदा ऑर्डर प्लेस करणार आहे आणि परत तुमची स्टॉक लेवल वाढत जाणार आहे. ओके, गेटिंग एव्हरीवन, समजते सगळ्यांना? प्लीज नोट डाऊन दिस पर्टिक्युलर मॉडेल नंबर 2. It is also called as a production model when stock replenishment is not instantaneous or non-instantaneous. If consumption is continuous one going, how stock reaches to maximum level? Okay, yes, that is the part of a calculation how much we are getting from the customer side. Okay, समजा आज मला मटेरियल मिळणार आहे. ओके, आज माझी स्टॉक लेवल फुल होणार आहे, पण माझं इन्व्हेंटरी लेवल समजा एक 100 कॉम्पोनंट कमी पडते इन्व्हेंटरी लेवल फुल व्हायला आणि माझं कन्झम्पशन रेट 50 आहे. ओके, कन्झम्पशन रेट 50 आहे. ओके, तर माझे 100 कॉम्पोनंट येणार आहेत. तर त्यात 50 कॉम्पोनंट कन्झ्युम होणार आहेत, 50 कॉम्पोनंट इन्व्हेंटरीला जाणार आहेत. समजतंय का? माझं कन्झम्पशन समज की हा 50 कॉम्पोनंट कन्झ्युम करावं लागतंय डेली बेसिसवरती, पण मला 100ची इन्व्हेंटरी मिळणार आहे आज. ओके, आणि 50च कॉम्पोनंट फिलअप होण्यासाठी लागणार आहे. तर 50 कन्झ्युम होतील आणि 50 इन्व्हेंटरीला जातील. गेटिंग? सो इन दॅट मॅनर इट विल बी फुल. समजतंय सगळ्यांना? प्लीज नोट डाऊन दिस पर्टिक्युलर पॉइंट अँड विल डिस्कस द मॉडेल इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर. ओके, पुढच्या लेक्चरमध्ये आपण हे मॉडेल डिस्कस करू आणि त्याच्यानंतरचे प्रॉब्लेम ह्या दोन मॉडेलवरचे प्रॉब्लेम आपण सॉल्व्ह करूया इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर. Sir, in last model also consumption is continuous one. Yes, in this model, the consumption is continuous one. Okay, you can see that the consumption rate over here. In this model, also consumption rate is continuous one. But the when we reach to the minimum level, okay, at that particular instant, we will receive the stock of material. Okay, we will receive the stock of material. Here, we are assuming that the stock replacement is instantaneous. The stock replacement is instantaneous. Getting? ज्यावेळेस आपण मिनिमम क्वांटिटीला पोहोचू त्यावेळेस आपल्याला लगेच इन्स्टंटली स्टॉक रिसीव्ह होणार आहे, जो काही डिफरन्स असणार आहे मिनिमम आणि मॅक्झिमम मधला. ओके, क्वांटिटी किती रिसीव्ह होणार आहे? मिनिमम आणि मॅक्झिमम मधला जो काही डिफरन्स असणार आहे तेवढी क्वांटिटी आपल्याला लगेच इन्स्टंटली रिसीव्ह होणार आहे. त्यामुळे आपण लगेच तो स्टॉक फुल करणार आहे. ओके, हा बेसिक डिफरन्स आहे स्टॉक रिप्लेनिशमेंट विथ इन्स्टंटेनियस स्टॉक रिप्लेनिशमेंट. ओके, सो लगेच आपल्याला स्टॉक रिसीव्ह होणार आहे ह्या मॉडेलमध्ये, असं आपलं ऍझम्पशन आहे. ओके, ह्या मॉडेलमध्ये ते ऍझम्पशन आहे. ओके, आणि ह्या मॉडेलमध्ये ऍझम्पशन असं आहे दुसऱ्या मॉडेलमध्ये की आपल्याला सगळा स्टॉक एकत्र मिळणार नाहीये, थोड्या थोड्या टाइम इंटरव्हल आपल्याला तो स्टॉक मिळत जाणार आहे. ओके, किंवा थोड्या थोड्या क्वांटिटीमध्ये आपल्याला तो स्टॉक मिळत जाणार आहे. एकदम फुल स्टॉक जो काही मिनिमम आणि मॅक्झिमम मधला डिफरन्स आहे तो लगेच इन्स्टंटेनियसली न मिळता थोड्या थोड्या प्रमाणात तो मिळत जाणार आहे. हे ह्यातलं ऍझम्पशन आहे. सो दॅट इट इज युजफुल फॉर द प्रोडक्शन मॉडेल or it is more we can say that uh, more practical one. Okay, more practical one, because in the industry we never receive it is uh, uh, it is less viable, or we can say that it is less practical to receive the instantaneous all the stock. Okay, म्हणून ह्याला बेसिक मॉडेल म्हणलेला आहे. ह्या टर्मिनॉलॉजी मॉडेल नंबर 1 ला आपण बेसिक इन्व्हेंटरी मॉडेल म्हणलेला. ह्यात ही कारण ह्यात हे ऍझम्पशन आपण कन्सिडर केलेलं आहे की स्टॉक रिप्लेनिशमेंट, जे स्टॉकचं पुनर्भरण आहे ते लगेच होतं. तिथं कुठलाही लीड टाइम नाहीये. लीड टाइम इज झिरो. लीड टाइम इज झिरो. ओके, आणि इथं कंटिन्युअस कन्झम्पशन कंटिन्युअस आहे. ओके, ह्या पण केसमध्ये कन्झम्पशन कंटिन्युअस आहे. ओके, बट इट इज नॉट कॉन्स्टंट वन. कन्झम्पन रेट आहे, चालू आहे, पण इथं आपलं महत्वाचं जे ऍझम्पशन आहे ते म्हणजे लगेच आपण मिनिमम लेवलला पोहोचलो का लगेच आपल्याला दुसरं ऑर्डर आपल्याला लगेच पोच होते. ओके, हे आपलं ऍझम्पशन आहे. ओके, सो दॅट डिफर बोथ द मॉडेल्स. गेटिंग Azam? Whether you are getting or not?
Yes, sir, I am getting.
Okay. Okay, please note down the points and please mention your roll numbers in the chat box. Okay. Okay, we'll stop here. You can leave this session. No problem.